And with that said, this young lady, she hails in Fresno, California. She got involved with the ACN business, didn't think she needed it, not for herself, but she realized, listen up, this is very important that you guys get this. She realized her organization needed to see her get promoted. Why? Because it showed them that it was possible. And once she hit RD, now her organization started to explode because they saw it was possible, not from somebody across the country, not somebody in another state, but somebody right there in their own city. It's amazing what happened to your team when they see you hit RD. And she did it because she wanted to help provide income for her daughter to be able to go to college. Another major reason was her husband's back had went out, and he had to stay home a lot. And they were getting close to the point of wanting to retire, but his back gave out. So she said, you know what, I need to pick up the slack and let me help my family out. Without further ado, Regional Director from Fresno, California, the one and only, let's give a warm welcome to Ms. Evelyn Phipps.
Okay, first and foremost, thank you so much, Mr. Thomas, for allowing me to do this call. I know he said some of you have been wondering what I've been doing. Trust me, I'm still in the trenches with all of you. What is so amazing is I want to talk about my team, because they always say take people from each set, each leg of your team to internationals. So I've been doing that, and thankfully my team has been following, and going and doing the things that I thought they needed to do. But it wasn't until Florida, something clicked, something amazing clicked. And I want them to tell you what they got out of it. So if you don't mind, I want to talk a little bit about two individuals that came with me to Dallas and have them tell a little bit about their background and what made them motivate, because they've been in the business for a while. I want to say at least 4 to 5 years. And they were just stuck on 10, 20 points forever. And there's a lot of you out there that I know are doing the same thing, because I was the same way. I was told I needed this amount of points, and that's all I did. And why I didn't go any further, I don't know. I need to kick myself in the head, because, when I see the residual now, it's crazy, you guys. My mentors, the Kings, are almost at 400 points. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to get there. I got to get there. So I want to first call a young lady who you guys all know as the hairdresser, Mary Perez. So if you will allow her to come on and speak, I want her to say a few words of what has motivated her, because this lady is almost at 50 points. And if you knew her the way I knew her, when you come from a world of working background, you're stuck. You think, it's hard because you're told what to do, what not to do, when, like Mr. Sam Foster, when you can go to the bathroom, when you can't. She is an entrepreneur. So she needs to make money or she's not going to have any money. She has no retirement. So I love the fact that she is moving it now, and she's got it. And the no's don't bother her, you guys. It doesn't matter. The no's don't bother anymore. She knows she's got it. She will find an ace. So Miss Mary Perez, if you're on, we'd love to hear a little from you.
I would like to thank all of the leaders for their outstanding leadership in my life. Mr. Jabri Clemens, the man with the talent behind the scenes, Mr. Julian Lewis for his leadership, and Mr. Al Thomas for all the wisdom he pours out to us and knowledge, always giving us nuggets. Sometimes I think he's my pastor. And Mrs. Evelyn Phipps for being my friend and leader and mentor. I would like to share a little about myself. My name is Mary Perez, Mary Elizabeth Perez, mother, grandmother, and a business owner for 34 years as a salon owner. And I would like to share with all of you that what I got out of the Elevated event. To learn the business in ACN, they're 30 years strong. Stay with the system in place. Don't change it. If you do, you'll find out that it doesn't work. Don't cut corners. We have a large menu of essential services. And it could be overwhelming, but we are trained to learn 2 products at a time till we're able to do it and then learn 2 more. Now put it into action. Names, numbers, follow-ups, peaks, invite to Zoom presentation, sign up or get customers, and always remember to get referrals. The no's used to bother me, but the events, I've learned that you just have to shake it off. It happens to everyone. Shake off the no's. You can do it. I am processing the process, taking inventory of myself, building what I need to build to help me. Peak, present, promote, next event. What I liked about Tony Kupas at the Texas Elevate event was it's not getting them to ACN, it's getting them in ACN in them. I get it now. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
family.
you, Mary. Thank you so much. You guys, if you only knew this woman, she puts, just like Mr. Thomas says, she puts the calls on while she's doing somebody's hair. And it used to bother her when somebody would tell her no. And she would kind of stop for a while. And I said, you got to let it go off your shoulders. She is almost at 50 points and she was stagnant, I think at 20 forever. During an unfortunate event, a funeral, and she had several people from out of town come to the funeral. She got customers through them. I mean, who does that? If there's a way, there's a will, you guys. And she got 2 phone customers. So that's amazing. I called her up, I was crying. I could not believe that she let the fear go away and she went right in and she went to business. She went to work. So you guys, we're here to tell you we're nobody special. We're just going by the system. We're just doing what we got to do. And every day I'm out there, my mouth is open. My husband can contest to that. I mean, he could tell you that. But I just love this business. And I tell people, I'm on how would you say it? Like, this is it for me. Don't even try to recruit me because I'm unrecruitable. Whether I, go all the way or not, because that's my mission, is to honestly help my team get there. This is what I'm going to do. JC is another young man who has been in the business for at least, I want to say, close to 5 years. And he was struggling. And he's young. You college kids should have no fear. That's my thought. But he's very soft-spoken, not all out there. But let me tell you, he's out there now. JC, are you there?
Hello, ACM family. I am glad to be speaking on behalf of my mentor, Evelyn Phipps. So pretty much my background, I was a young 20-year-old. I saw this business through my older brother. And pretty much I saw this opportunity as a way of me stepping out of what I'm living in the current situation as a college student, because I learned when I was younger that you gotta hang out with the people or the life that you want to live. And I pretty much already picture myself having pretty much future goals that I want for myself is a good home, a good car, and one day form a family. But what I got from the international convention, I wasn't even planning on going. I was actually just reaching out to my upline, like Rose and Chris Guerrero, just to get my internet situated. And then from that, Rose Guerrero pretty much invited me, hey, we're having a international convention that we're gonna go in a couple of days. It was last minute, but I had already set my mind that after I finished college, I was gonna commit myself, because I never quit. I still was paying the monthly service charge for ACN, being enrolled. And it was already time for me after working as a full-time barber at a barber shop right next to where I graduated from at Fresno State. I had to get my clientele situated first before I moved into putting more effort and work into ACN. So I went to the international. I was seeing all these promotions. I saw a Mexican couple, Roque something, that hit regional vice president. And I was like, if he comes from being a dishwasher, not much college experience, he just had the motivation and drive to be better and do better. I told myself I could do that. I'm already in a situation where I already got my college degree, being the first one in my family to graduate from college. And I have an amazing support system that believe in me. And I pretty much saw that, and I got 3 points that I want to share with you guys. First one is, you got to stay the course. You cannot quit. I mean, I am a believer, or I'm a man of my word. I want things to happen, and I'm not going to disappoint my parents, especially because it all started with moving over here back in 2003. It's already been 21 years that I've been back here where I was born in Fresno, California. So I'm giving everything back to my parents. And the first thing started with being the first one in the family to graduate from college. My second point from Patrick Mazer, he says, sell yourself first, believe what you are doing, and be a professional. Use the words that work. Do you look at other ways of making money? I'm in the perfect environment to be able to chit chat and talk to my clients as a barber. I don't have to go to them, they come to me. And my third point is from Andy Andrews, this last international convention in Fort Worth, Texas. He said, perspective you choose can change your results. So every morning I wake up grateful. I count my blessings. And my last point is just follow the system. Results will come. Be coachable and committed. The choice is yours. And something I can do, I always think, what can I do now that will make my future better? And the main quote that I'm trying to leave you guys today is, we are champions. Go out there and perform. And that's it.
That's awesome, JC. Now you guys need to know, he texted me and told me he was going to get 60 points before the Dallas International. I said, that's great, JC. Now, if you only knew how many people always tell me they're going to do things, I think I was one of those that said, oh, I'm going to nail this business. And it took me a long time to nail it. So I was just hoping, hey, even if he gets a few points, 10 or 15, but in the span of, gosh, how long? 2-3 weeks before the Dallas International, he moved to 30 points. Then it was 40 points. Then it was 50 points. And then 2 days before we left, it was 60 points. You don't know how proud I am of this young man. So let's give him a big hand. I'm so proud of you, JC. Thank you so much for your story. Now, let me just say, I got a call the other day from a young man that's been in my business for quite a while too, before these two actually. Said he would never quit, never quit. And he got a few people in, he got some people in and stuff and was trying to move it. And he was so excited. He lives in LA now because he's venturing off to do what he's always wanted to do. He was so excited because he called me to tell me he ran into somebody while he was at the gym. I go, who? He goes, I can't remember his name. It's something with a D. I go, Mr. Dean Torelli. And he said, oh yeah, it's him. I go, did you go talk to him? He goes, oh, absolutely, Miss Phipps. He goes, I went up there and I said, aren't you ACN? And he said, I am. And he was dressed up and he said, he goes, well, do you guys do presentations around here? He goes, I'm getting ready to do one now. It happened to be the same building that the gym is at. The gym's in one side and Mr. Torelli's doing his presentations on another side of the building. So this young man told me, he was saying all these things. And I says, you know what? You've always had it in you. You just need to believe in yourself. Just like when you wanted that promotion in the Ambassadors Club and you were scared, what did I tell you? I said, you've always had it. You've got that charismatic face, the smile. You love people. You love meeting people. And you got it. You got it because of your personality. He says, you're right, Mrs. Phipps, you're right. So he ended up changing, taking a quick shower, changing, and then he sent me a picture. He was at Dean Torelli's presentation. I said, that is so awesome. And he said, I realized I'm not in ACN anymore. And I go, did you contact ACN to see? He goes, I did. And they said it's been over, I guess, a year. And so I need to sign up. He goes, I'm going to do that, Mrs. Phipps. I'm going to do that. He goes, I'm going to go cash my check. I'm going to deposit my check this weekend. And hopefully before Monday, I will have you there. Now, I wanted him to be on the call to tell his story too, but he apparently had to work. So we will get him the next time I'm on the call. But you guys, you need to stay in contact with your people. Just like Mr. JC said, even though he was doing nothing, he was still plugging in here and there and doing his own thing. And we were still keeping in contact. If it's not me, it's the Kings. They're always contacting people. How you doing? The way Mr. Thomas said right after the new year, hey, how's it going? Don't even say anything about ACN. Just you want to know how they're doing and what's going on. You know, some of the people that have been in ACN are now doing real estate and stuff. And I just call them and say, how's it going? How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Now, eventually I'm going to, see if I can get in there, but it's all about small talk, you guys. It's forming people and just loving on them. And if anybody knows me, I'm a very people person. I love people. I love to meet people. It doesn't matter where we are. And JC and them can contest to that. When we were in Dallas, every time we got an Uber, I was talking to them, but I was asking them about them, not about me, them, what they're doing, how long they've been Ubering, things like that. Is this all you do? Do you like doing it? It's just about forming you guys. So, and one other thing, it was so awesome to see Mr. Wagger at the convention before he got promoted. He was standing right behind us when we were in line to get in the first day, and we turned around and remember he said, if you guys see me, come up and say hi to me. So me and Mr. King were talking to him, and I think Mary was there too. It was really amazing to see him. I'd never seen him in person, so it was pretty awesome. Very humble and nice young man or man. Okay, so Mr. Thomas, that's all I have for right now.